Chafing Armor Podcast, Episode 11, Rapid Descent. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm your host and lovable Dungeon Master, Michael, and with us tonight is Izzy. Izzy, tell us who you will be playing.
Hello everyone, my name is Izzy, and tonight I will be playing Gideon. He's there.
He sure is. He's a sneaky boy, and also with us tonight is Dare. Dare, tell us who you will be playing.
Howdy y'all, I am Dare, and I am playing Jack Hasenpfefffer, a Fey Rabbit Folk alchemist.
And also with us tonight is Riley. Riley, tell us who you will be playing.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I'm playing Torrent Wobbletail, a Tempest Cleric Blue Axolotl.
With an orange friend from their past. And also, last but not least, is James. I almost said Lexicon. Is James. James, tell us who you will be playing tonight. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is James, and I'm playing Lexicon, the warforged Bard.
Yes, indeed. And when we last left the players, they had made their way into a cave with each with an individual map telling them to seek the archivist. They had made their way down many traps, made their way into a frozen gallery, only to find that one of the ice sculptures was a person. Through some really good investigation rolls and also through some great prestidigitation, Lexicon was able to melt the paladin, and even though she rapidly aged and expired, you saved her from a fate worse than death. Trapped as a frozen statue, she imparted upon you some key information about a creature that was ahead. And as y'all made your way, you found yourself at the edge of a rapidly moving body of water, a boat with a floating, apparently, hooded feet creature who calls out in greeting to Gideon. And the creature calls out to you and says, "How you doing, buddy?"
Tercio, how did you get here? To recap, I should do this in character. Gideon looks back at his compatriots and he says, when we were parted, I was in the company of this individual. He's an imp. I'm recognizing his voice right?
Oh yeah, there's no mistaking it.
He was a bit of a shifty sort. You'll have to forgive me, friend, but he did genuinely help me with a personal sort of hygiene problem I was having, as well as gave me a magic item to boot. He's a fire guy, so that might be very useful. With the paladin said that we needed fire.
And the figure begins to move towards all of you as you very perceptively intuited Torrent. He is not walking. I want to be very clear that this form is staying in the form of a humanoid, like, man. But as it walks, you can kind of see that it's, like, not quite right. Like, it's almost like a puppet moving towards y'all. And the only thing you can make out as he gets closer is that there's a very slight, very pointed nose sticking out from the hood of the cloak. And then it throws back the cloak and it falls to the ground, and there is just a tiny, literally, tiny imp underneath with reddish skin and a long pointed nose and beating wings, and clearly there was some kind of magic that kept the cloak up the way that it was before, and the cloak kind of like zoop, seems to vanish underneath him as he flits up and lands on your shoulder, Gideon, and kind of like gives you a little slap on the shoulder and says, "So good to see ya!"
I never would have expected. What brings you here?
Brings me here? I live here! This is my home!
You're not the one who turned everyone into ice, are you?
Oh, no. No, that's not my style anyway. I told you, I'm a fire guy. No. That was not me. Anyway, what I am here to do, though, is to escort y'all to the entrance.
Jack raises his hand like he's back in school. Excuse me, Mr. Imp?
He flutters and whoom, right in your face. Just whoom, like right in your face. And goes, yes?
And Jack jumps back 10 feet like a rabbit. Just as he appears, Jack jumps back 10 feet, startled, and goes, eep. Do you know what turned those people into statues? That's kind of important for us to know, so we don't get turned into statues.
Okay,
Mr. Imp?
So, all right, so I don't think that it's much of a secret that I'm a devil, right? Right? And he flies up to you, Torrent, and goes, woo, like looking at your holy symbol, like, woo. And he goes, so I what I want you to know is that I want to help you guys, okay? But there are restrictions on what I can do, okay? So I'm going to help you as much as I can, especially you, Gideon.
Gideon
I'm going to help you.
chuckles.
But there are limits what I can do. So I just let you know, contracts and oaths and all that crap. So I'm just telling you right now, I'm not messing with you. I'm just letting you know. So,
do you want to make an oath to us?
Would you like to make a deal?
No.
And
No.
he flutters back to you, and immediately a contract appears in his hand. It is so small, and yet magically you can read the writing, and you can see very clearly at the very bottom next to the signature, it says, "Your immortal soul." And he goes, "I would love to make a deal with you, buddy."
No.
No. I've been warned about people like you and the Queen of Air and Darkness, and no.
Very well, and it whoop, like disappears again. Just so y'all know, he is an imp, so he is very, very small. Anyone who knows about such things, he is slightly larger than a regular imp. Not a lot, but he's maybe like 50% bigger than a regular imp. And his arms, particularly, are just like a little bit longer than they should be, which is unsettling. Like they're like the way like a ape's arm like hang down. But his face is very animated, and his long pointed nose like almost pokes you in the face as he comes up and flitters between. And then he comes up to your faceplate, Lexicon, and gives it just like a little. He goes, "What about you? Do you want to make any deals?"
I don't know that I even have a soul to deal with.
Oh, now I would love to tell you that, but that would be telling. If you want to know all about your soul, I could... I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. So, I am here to help you guys navigate down the river, okay? Because you are supposed to get down this river. Here's the thing, is a long time ago, there were defenses put into place, and some of them are still active and some of them aren't, but as you saw coming through, there is a guardian ahead, and it is going to try to stop you. And I can't help you with the guardian, but I can help you a little bit with the boat, and I can give you the heads up that he's down there.
Put in place? Do you know who put them in place?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know if there's anything that I have that's worth that knowledge, but that's good to know.
Yeah, well, knowledge is power, blah, blah, blah. You know how it is. But let me put it this way. someone very, very powerful put these in place a long time ago. It was intended that only a few very special people would be able to get in here, and you'd need to have a very special key. And he looks down at your hand, Gideon.
Gideon does give a little smile.
You're a very special boy, Gideon. That is a callback from the last episodes, so the listeners will enjoy it, but the rest of the players have no idea what's going on, and I love it. So he goes, now, if you're all ready, we'll hop in the boat. It's gonna go down. I would stay out of the water because it's really cold. As he says that, you see just casually bobbing by a ice berg. I don't know what point it becomes an iceberg and when it's just a big chunk of ice, but it's about
Chunklet.
It's about the size of a troll. Just like boom, boom, just comes rolling down the water. The river is moving fairly rapidly, and it is fairly wide. It's at least like maybe 100 yards across, so it's quite wide. Like a football field across. But you can see the other side just very dimly. And he says, so, you guys ready to get to it?
Gideon looks back at his compatriots.
I suppose so.
Yeah. I guess.
Gideon
Wherever
lights
Torrent
his
goes,
lantern.
I'll go.
Interesting choice. You like your lantern? Yeah. Does anybody else want to do anything before getting in the boat?
Torrent will light a lantern as well.
You all clamber onto the boat. It is a little unsteady, but you do get the feeling that there's a little bit of magic here to help keep it like a little steadier than it would be normally. Tercio floops up his hands, and the cloak soups up around him, and he goes to the front, and there's sort of like a slight steering mechanism that clearly controls the rudder in the back. And he says, do y'all want me to drive, or does anybody else want to take a swing at it?
Is it a deal if we decide to drive?
They see you're asking the right questions. No, I'm not making any deals with you. As tricky as I am, if I make a deal with you, he gives you a big wink.
Jack edges forward or towards the control arm and says, "I'll drive."
Let's begin. He with a swipe of his tiny little tail, as he momentarily the cloak remains stationary. He comes out of it real quick, and his very nasty looking tail swipes and cuts the rope connecting the boat to the shore and to the dock, and y'all begin to move faster and faster and faster. The boat rocks back and forth. You can now see large chunks, some of them somewhat jagged, chunks of ice are coming out. We are now in a skill challenge, ladies and gentlemen. So Jack, we're going to start with you. Now, you can either do a straight dexterity roll, just simply to control the boat if you have a skill that you'd like to add to that, or if you would like to do something else, I will allow that. But you definitely go first because you're driving.
So Jack grabs hold of it and will use his magical tinkering to try and figure out how this boat works, and is going to be experimenting for a moment on moving the lever to extremes and trying to get it to do what he wants. And so he's just going to, which comes down to basically a athletics, controlling the rudder of the boat.
Okay. I will. This is a straight roll, obviously adding your athletics, but I would like you to add a +2 because you made a very good rationalization that this is like in the purview of a artificer, that you are figuring out like how this device works and how to best use it. So give that roll.
Fantastic. And so that is a whole 15.
Now 15 is a success. Y'all, there is a moment where the rudder catches, and it's like you're like, oh my gosh, like this is way harder than I thought it was going to be. I've never done anything like this. But then your artificer instincts come in. You're like, wait a second, this is a rudder. This is a simple machine. I know how this works. Y'all are coming up on a fairly large chunk of ice, and you pull the rudder, and it slides to the side. Your dungeon master has randomly, actually, better yet, I have your names in front of me, and I'm going to roll this here. That is Gideon. I want to hear what you are doing to help steer the boat. It can be either something that you are doing to clear the way, that you're doing to steady the boat, that you're doing to help the driving. I want to hear what you're going to do to help. And as before, if y'all do the exact same thing as someone before you, it will be at disadvantage.
Gideon is going to scout ahead and see if he can help shout out danger that can be like...
Yeah, that absolutely is helping. That would be
imagining like jagged rocks falling from the ceiling, that kind of like the kind of crap that happens to you in the boat mini games in Zelda games.
Yeah. That you have correctly sussed out. It is more that there are huge chunks of ice in the water, but you've got your lantern. You can go to the front of the boat, hold it out, and start calling out dangers. That is totally in the
I assume
purview.
this would be a perception check?
It would absolutely be a perception check.
That's a whole 11.
So 11 is kind of a partial success. So anything over a 10 technically succeeds, but anything that's 10 to 14 is a partial success in this particular skill challenge. So there is going to be a consequence. So I would like you to make a reflex saving throw, please.
Yes.
Or dexterity saving throw.
Wish I had rolled this dirty 20 earlier.
No, you wanted to roll it now. I see what you mean. Like, it would have avoided it in the first place. Yeah. So as you're calling out, like you said, one of the stalactites comes loose and whoosh, comes down and comes within a hair's breadth of just crushing your skull. And you jerk back at just the moment. It would have been not great if that had smacked you in the head, but that was you avoided the consequence for the partial. It did also slightly damage the boat. Just letting y'all know, it is still holding steady, but the boat is slightly damaged now. And now I'm going to roll again. That is Torrent. Torrent, it is your turn.
All right. Well, let's guidance. I can cast guidance.
Yeah, absolutely. That totally counts. I assume you're casting that on Jack?
Yes. All right. Let's get that. Let's see. I am no help at all. That is a nat 1.
That is a nat 1. So that is now, do you have any inspiration?
Let's see. Yes, I do. We will use it.
Okay, so I was going to say, you can re-roll at this point, because that would, a nat 1 on the skill challenge is 2 failures.
Yeah.
So, just so you know.
That would be bad. So that is going to be a 17. That's so much better.
That is not only a success, that is a complete success.
Woohoo.
So describe to me, when you give guidance, like what that does for Jack as he's hurtling down this icy river.
So Torrent will come up and place a hand on Jack's shoulder as he steers and holds a hand out over the water, chanting to her goddess and also hoping a sense of direction falls upon Jack.
So your goddess is again, say her name?
Well, you caught me
Oh, it's
wrong,
okay.
though.
I'll edit that out. Your goddess is a goddess of storms and water, and when you cast this aid, this guidance on Jack, your eyes glow for just a moment like a soft yellow. That's what everyone else sees, and then you actually see a path appearing before you in the water. It's almost like little glowing creatures floated up from underneath the water. And now a path before you is revealed because of this guidance.
Jack leans forward like he's getting ready to start a race and just braces himself against the rudder and follows that path.
All right. We are up to Lexicon. Lexicon, if you are able to succeed in this, this is going to be a really quick skill challenge, which is good.
Okay. Yeah. What I'm thinking is, the river's probably not that deep, and it probably has a lot of like hidden rocks and whatnot below the surface. That even a guided Jack might not be able to see. So what he's going to do is like basically center himself in the middle of the boat, and if anything, bumps the boat and causes it to list in any way, he's going to like basically lead and compensate to keep the boat steady.
Okay. And how?
Which I'm
how would
hoping
you like
an acrobatics skill check might apply.
Acrobatics is a different skill and very appropriate in this case. So.
All right, let's see what happens. Okay, this is carried over from the last episode. I have rolled yet another nat 20.
Oh my goodness! Unbelievable!
I'm going to enshrine this die in something for all time. I don't know what's going on.
So not only is that a success, but that is 2 successes, which carries you all over into a complete success on this skill challenge. So describe to me what it looks like as you are using your warforged body to help guide this boat through this icy river.
Well, I mean, I'm doing so well that it's probably not even noticeable what I'm doing, honestly, which is the goal. But yeah, he's just basically like just uses his metallic body's weight to just offset any leaning or jostling that the boat goes through as it's racing down this icy river.
Okay. So, I would like each and every one of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
And each and every one of you gets a +2 because of that natural 20.
Oh,
Not advantage.
welcome.
Not advantage, but +2.
that
Wisdom,
counteracts
you
my
say?
-1.
Samesies.
Let me know what y'all get.
21.
Nice.
15 for Lex.
Okay.
17 for Jack.
Wow.
6 for Gideon.
6. Okay. So Gideon, you all are doing incredibly well. Like, you have steered past this, you're lighting the way, you're steadying the boat. Literal power of a god is guiding you, Jack, as you are just locked into this. It is going so well, and then there's that moment where suddenly everything gets quiet, and your eyes are pulled down, Gideon, and you see with perfect clarity underneath the water. And you can see Lasmarok.
My dad!
He is rapidly being encased in ice, and you hear his voice in your head as a telepathic transmission. And he says, "Quickly, my boy, before it encases me." And you are compelled to leap off this boat and go into the water after him.
Guys, my dad! I don't think Gideon has revealed anything about, like, that he has family to anyone else, so...
Not really. They all saw Lazmarok when you... So, I know that you weren't there. So, when you left the inn, Lazmarok came in and asked you to come with him on an important mission. He did not say, "I'm your father," but he said that, he was he needed your help.
Well, Gideon pulls off his shoes.
So, because you all did so incredibly well on this skill challenge, what I'm going to say is, Jack, if you do anything, y'all are going to be in trouble because you're driving the boat. But you can try. I'm just saying there'll be real consequences if you stop driving the boat. But Torrent or Lexicon, if you want, you can try to do something at the moment. What you see is those boots come off, and it is 100% clear that Gideon is about to jump into the water.
Oh boy.
What would you like to do?
I will... Let's see. I'll tackle. Gideon.
Go for it, yeah. Give me a tackle.
Tiny little Torrent.
I love it.
Strength
even better.
check, I'm guessing.
Well, unarmed strike, maybe?
I would allow... It's going to be opposed, so I would allow strength versus strength. If you would like to do a opposed strength roll to try to tackle him.
Okay, I rolled... Strength. Oh, sorry. A 17.
What is your strength, Gideon?
My strength is a +2. Ooh. I just rolled a 21.
Oh.
You try to tackle him, but he is focused. He is focused on getting in this water. Lexicon. If there's something you want to try, you have one turn.
There's still so much I need to find out from him. I can't let him die.
Let's see. None of those are going to be any good.
And so while they're doing that,
Jack, if you want to do something, you can. But if it's anything that stops you from driving this boat, it's going to be a problem.
Jack yells out to Tercio, "Anchor! Anchor!"
Okay. And he slaps a little lever on the side of the boat, and you hear a dunk, and there is a jerk as it catches something large underneath, and you all shudder. Or it actually doesn't stop suddenly, like just stop moving, but the boat does jerk forward, and begins to slow. I would like Gideon and Torrent. I would like you both to make a dexterity saving throw.
19.
7.
Okay. As if things couldn't get any worse, as it goes down, and it's not your fault, Torrent. It's literally you were dedicating yourself to trying to stop Gideon, and you were leaping forward, and it just overbalanced you. You plunge into the water.
Oh.
Lexicon, what would you like to do before we go forward from this?
Well, I was going to try just grabbing Gideon by the scruff, but then things took a turn.
I will say, I'm going to go ahead and retroactively say that you could grab her instead. But you can only do one.
I would want to. Yeah, I'll try doing that and keep. Although Torrent is an aquatic creature, it's still really super cold, so that's bad. And this is not opposed. This is just. This is really more like dexterity. So maybe. I don't know, acrobatics. What do you think?
I will allow acrobatics because this is like you are like leaping forward and grabbing her by the scruff of the collar right. Before she falls over.
So that'll be a 15.
That's a success.
Woohoo!
So right at that moment you stop her, but unfortunately that does not stop Gideon, who dives into the water. And as you do so, Gideon, this beautiful blue light is glowing around Lasmarok as he's reaching out to you. You're reaching out to him, and then the image of him fades away, and you see the face of a almost completely transparent serpent.
Who could have seen that coming?
As its jaws open and comes towards you. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
All right.
Time for a little battle.
All right, so the Sneckety Sneck gets a 12. First, let's start with Gideon. Gideon, what did you get?
18.
18 for Gideon? All right. And next is for Torrent.
I got a 17.
17 for Torrent. And Jack.
18 plus 4 for a 22.
Ooh.
22. And Jack, with the anchor down, you no longer need to actively steer the boat. If no one is steering it, eventually there's going to be a problem, but you do have at least a few rounds. You sense. And that will bring it to Lexicon. What did you get?
I got an 11.
Okay. So that first and foremost is Jack. You see, as you cry out to the imp, you see Gideon dive into the water, and you could see just some giant snake-like form coming towards him in the water. It is almost impossible to see in the water because it's almost completely transparent. But as it gets closer, you can just make it out.
Jack is going to hold his action till he can get a clear shot. He's going to prepare his acid squirter wedged between him and the rudder, and is ready to squeeze off Tasha's caustic brew if and when the serpent comes to the surface.
Okay. And caustic brew is acid, right?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. So you're holding that action. You're literally readying your squirt gun with its bladder. Gideon, if Saoirse had not cast cold resistance, you would be dead. You have never experienced a cold like this before. It is shocking. It is numbing. The breath just shot out of your mouth. You immediately, wow, that sucks. Take 5 points of cold damage.
Owies.
And you will continue to take cold damage as long as you are in the water. Your shoes are on the boat, just so you know. And this thing is coming towards you. What would you like to do?
I'm going to... Is it within melee?
Yeah, it's about to get you.
I'm going to try to get it across the face with my short sword.
Go for it.
Ooh, awesome. Wait.
That'll be at disadvantage unless you have some sort of like water movement
thank you.
skill.
True.
You are absolutely correct. I will, just so you know, because before we do that, because you would be at disadvantage, you can choose as your action to try to get back on the boat. That is a thing that you can do. So I just wanted to let you know it's not necessarily going to be easy, but you can do it. The boat is slowing down.
If I was a damn dirty cheater, I'd say, yeah, let's do that, as if I haven't already rolled my dice to do an attack.
Gotcha.
But,
go right ahead at disadvantage.
That was an 11 was my highest roll.
Yeah. Its armor class isn't that high, but it's higher than 11. And what you're finding is it's mainly that you've never tried to fight underwater before.
Yeah, it's not moving quite right.
It's like you're trying to fight underwater. So it's really making you move weird.
And of course, as a rogue, I get cunning action. I'm going to take the disengage action and use my swimming speed to get away with it without provoking an opportunity attack. I don't
Very smart.
Off the top of my head, am I guessing that it's like half of my walking speed?
It is half. That is, but you are right next to the boat, so you can either try to get on the boat or you can try to swim away from it, just like away.
Can I?
I totally want you to know there is a chunk of ice that is large enough to get on top of, but that is just another option. I just want you to know.
Can I use my walking speed, my swimming speed, to try to get on the boat, or would you call that a separate action, which I do not have?
No, that is I will. That is your movement, so I will allow you to do that.
That would be what I would attempt to do: is swim over and reach my hand up.
Okay. I would like you to. You can do acrobatics or athletics to try and get yourself up the side of the boat.
That is... What do you know? Another 11.
What I will say is you are able to catch hold of the side of the boat, but it's actually kind of hard to, like, hoist yourself up on the side of a boat. And, like, if you think about that for a second. And even though y'all are all, like, extraordinary people and, you know, very athletic and far more than the average person, that's still a hard thing to do. So you are currently holding on to the side of the boat, but you are not in the boat. And that is the end of your turn. Do you want to say anything or anything else?
I think it's got mind magic, guys. That's the end of my turn.
Torrent, it is your turn.
Seeing that
you have... Yeah.
My friend is now out of the way, we're going to cast Guiding Bolt down there. Do some radiant damage, see if that does anything.
Okay.
Alright, that is going to be a 16 for Guiding Bolt, and let's get damage.
16 hits.
Perfect. Oh. So, that's 4d6, 3 of them rolled 1. So that is 8 points of damage. 5 and 3 ones. That's great. So 8 points of radiant damage to the little guy.
Gotcha. He is not little. But it does definitely hurt him.
Plus, hey, now it has whoever attacks nest has advantage.
Yes, very good point. Yes. Very, very good point.
For the water.
And so has it come closer to the surface?
So at that moment, well, it's not its turn yet. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It is its turn. So at that moment, it breaks out of the water, and you can now see it. It was almost invisible, but you can now see that it is this undulating snake-like creature. There are these 2 tendrils coming out of the side of its head. It has this sharp, hardened water beak. It has these kind of eye spot areas that it's clearly looking at you with. And it is going to leap forward, and it is going to try to wrap itself around you, Gideon.
Okay, can Jack take his...
Oh, yeah. No, you totally can
held
take your action now. Yeah. 100%.
And since Torrent gave Guiding Bolt, he has advantage on this attack. And so that is a 1 and a 17.
17 hits.
All right. And so Tasha's Caustic Brew is 2d4 acid damage plus. All right. So that is 6 damage, repeating each turn.
Okay. So it did 6 damage and will continue to do 6 damage.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that is a total of math is hard. 14 points of damage. It is immune to poison, but it is not immune to acid. And the acid bubbles and boils inside of its body, and it undulates, and you can tell that it's screaming, but it actually doesn't make any noise. It does not speak at all. There is like these weird watery type sounds that it makes, but there's no like or anything like that. It is just unsettlingly quiet as it rears back. Gideon, does a 20 hit?
No, you wouldn't think. Yeah, it does. RIC is 14.
Ooh. Okay. I am going to say that with that acid attack, it's going to do slightly less damage because and I'm not just being nice. Like, it literally is like discorporating the body a little bit. But this is bad. I just want you to know that it is squeezing the life out of you. And as it does so, you also feel this numbing cold start to enter your body. Like, I don't know, like you're starting to freeze. So that is 11 points of damage. How's your hit points there, buddy?
-2.
-2. Okay. So what y'all see is that you see Gideon just like constrict for a moment, and then he falls over. And you see this kind of hoarfrost start to cover Gideon's body as the area where his unconscious form is being held is starting to turn to ice. And that will bring it to Lexicon.
Okay. So it's still at least partially out of the surface of the water?
It is out of the water. Gideon is suspended in the air, kind of half on, half over the boat. And it is freezing the unconscious form of Gideon.
All right. Lexicon's little shoulder cannon is going to pop up, and a little fiery light is going to come on in its nozzle, and he's going to shoot a firebolt.
Okay.
At it. Especially since the nice lady mentioned that it seems to be affected by fire.
Mm-hmm.
That is an 18 hit.
That will definitely hit.
And that is, 10 points of damage.
So, I want y'all to know that this creature, like the base creature, is resistant to fire. But your dungeon master earlier said she told you in her that she found that her dying breath was most important to tell you that it was weak to fire and lightning. This creature is weak to fire and lightning, so it takes double damage. And so it takes 20 points as it begins to boil and steam. And it writhes and undulates, and it's going to need to make a saving throw. Natural 1. And with a 1, what I'm going to say is that, Gideon, your unconscious body falls onto the boat as opposed to into the water. And it is just under 10 feet, so you don't take fall damage. And your body is starting to turn to ice. But the process has been interrupted. You are also unconscious and dying.
A limp dangling fish. Oh yes, death
limp
saving
dangling
throws.
fish. Yes. We're gonna get to those. Oh, I'm sorry. When do you take your first death saving throw? Is it?
I think it's on my
the next turn.
On their turn,
It's
unless somebody does damage to them.
Yeah. Gotcha. So on their turn. So that will bring it back in the order to Jack. Y'all have done 34 points of damage to this creature. Fire definitely hurt it. Acid definitely hurt it. And it has rendered Gideon unconscious and dying. What would you like to do, Jack?
And so Jack, seeing that Gideon is back on the boat, will rush forward and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
And
I think that is a great thing to do.
And so that's a total of 6 points of healing.
Okay. So you come back with 6 points of healing and immediately come back to consciousness. You are so freaking cold, Gideon. Your entire body is numb. But you are not only not dead, but you are now up and kicking, and in fact, it is your turn.
Can I see the snake from where I am now?
Oh yeah, he is out of the water. He is writhing. His watery flesh is boiling from the firebolt, and
All
he
right.
is turned. He has completely turned his attention on you, Lexicon. By the way,
Can I dip my do you think I dropped the lantern, that lit lantern?
oh definitely. It's just laying on the. But it's on the boat. Like it's laying on the boat. You're on the boat.
You think I can dip my arrow in that? Is that like a thing people do in Dungeons and Dragons?
It would be very hard to.
Yeah, that'd be like a whole action, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. It is not outside completely the realm of possibility, but the just so you know, the difficulty would be insanely high to light a arrow on fire from a lantern.
He gently dips it in there and sees nothing happen, so instead he just like and volleys off a normal short bow shot at this beast. Ooh, there's a crit.
A crit. Okay.
There's a crit everywhere, critting crit.
A natural 20?
Yes.
Perfect timing.
So that's 8 points of damage total.
8 total?
Yes.
Unfortunately, it is resistant to non-magical attacks, so it takes half damage.
Awesome.
So it takes 38 points of damage. So
total?
That.
I'm assuming you don't.
30.
You didn't
it's taken
mishear
38
me.
points. No, you did 4 points, and so it's taken a total of 38 points of damage. But you did damage it. At least there's that. So it was still a good shot. It's just that it's made of water, and arrows don't hurt water quite as much as you might hope. But you did still hurt it, so that's better than nothing. And that will bring it to Torrent.
All right, let's cast Guiding Bolt again. We'll do. All right, that'll be a 20, not natural to hit.
That will definitely hit.
We'll use different dice. Hopefully they're nicer. Okay, that was better. That will be 12 points of damage.
12.
And radiant damage.
So the radiant damage is not like extra damaging to it, but
Okay.
it does not like it. And you guys like have very badly damaged this creature. You when it first popped up, it was like you felt like if you punched it, it would almost be like solid. And now you can tell that it's like it's wavering, it's wobbling, it's having trouble maintaining cohesion, but it is commanded to defend and destroy all things that come into this place, and it cannot stop. But it is very badly damaged and by your guiding bolt, and that will bring it to its turn. And I told you that it had completely focused on you, Lexicon. That fire really angered it, and it is going to come forward and try to envelop you and constrict you. Okay. Now, narratively, I really wanted something cool to happen here, but that was an 8. It misses.
Oh.
So tell me, like, how do you avoid this, or what happens when it tries to wrap itself around you?
I'd say as it tries to reach out and like encircle me, I just lay flat in the boat real quick because I was already kind of centered on the center of the boat, and just so I had enough space to do that, and just lay flat and watch it whip right over me.
You feel these splatters of icy cold water hit the back of your back as it goes over, but it misses, and that will bring it to your turn, Lexicon.
Alrighty. Did we skip Jack?
Oh, what the heck? Jack, you were supposed to go... No, Jack healed.
Yeah.
Jack healed.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I healed
okay.
Gideon.
Okay. I forgot.
Yeah,
okay. Sorry.
It's because he held his action earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just timing is off. All right. So I'm gonna, since it's like right over me, I'm just gonna go shoot straight up at this thing and lay in another firebolt.
Go for it.
Oh, that is a 19 on the die, so that will be a hit.
I think that is going to hit. Let's see that damage.
And that is 9.
9.
Fire? So
and
18, I guess?
It is 18. It had 58 hit points, and it had 50 hit points before your attack. Lexicon, warforged bard, tell me how you destroy this water weird.
All right, so again, it's right above me, and I'm really focused on trying to lay this thing out. So as the firebolt kind of like goes up under its chin and into its head, I kind of like concentrate on the focus of that firebolt, and it just sort of like sits inside its head and just starts boiling it from the inside until its head just turns into steam and evaporates.
And there's just this moment where it, again, doesn't make any noise. It doesn't scream, but you can tell it's screaming as the water boil, and then and it actually feels refreshing as this steam of warm water and mist kind of like flows over all of you for a moment, and then the kind of like remaining tendril kind of like undulates for a moment and then back into the water, and everything is still, and you hear a voice saying, "Gideon, are you okay?"
Yes, thank you, Jack. I owe you my life.
You are so welcome. I'm glad you're doing well. Don't go swimming in icy rivers.
I saw...
Especially after you've just eaten.
Now that's a good point. But I thought I saw... But it doesn't make any sense. He couldn't have been here. It was an illusion, I think.
And you do begin to understand now, of course, Gideon, that it was an illusion, almost as if your dungeon master had added like an anglerfish type lure to this water weird
Oh, yeah, it's awesome.
that it used to lure you into the water.
Gideon is dumber than I am, though.
It's good to be true to your character. But the cloak falling down again, Tercio is flittering around you, Gideon, and goes, "I'm just so glad you're okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't. Well, also, I didn't want to put myself in danger. Like, why would I? But I can't. I literally couldn't help you directly. So I want you to know you are the first ones to make it. So I'm really proud of you."
Lexicon will prestidigitate Gideon's clothes dry.
Yeah,
Gideon
because you
smiles.
are
He is grateful as
brutal,
freak
Gideon.
for that.
At least your shoes are dry. They were on the deck. And with that, the imp turns to you, Jack. Is like, "Is it okay if we weigh anchor and get to the rest of the way?"
Yeah, let's raise anchor. Raise anchor. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Can you do that? I'm a little. I hadn't been hitting the gym enough recently, and you realize that the little crank to pull up the thing is like as big as him.
And Jack, feeling very large next to the imp, will reach over while he's holding onto the rudder and start cranking it up. And they're on their way back down the river.
You make your way down the river. There are still dangers, and you all are still being careful, but you can tell that the worst of the rapids that you have been going through are starting to still, and things begin to slow down. And finally, you can see in the distance a long, again, like a solid wood dock, completely uncorrupted. Like it's not rotten or anything like that. It's in perfect condition. That the boat gently bumps up against, and immediately Tercio flies off and ties off a rope to tie it to the shore. And you can now see exactly the same door, except it is about 10 times the size. This round door set into the cavern wall, and right there at the bottom is a rusty keyhole.
Well, does anyone else want to do the honors this time? Just me then?
Yes. And Jack makes sure that he's back behind Torrent in her shiny armor.
Gideon puts the key in the keyhole.
There is a and this time it literally like vibrates your bones as this door that has not moved in millennia just slowly rolls aside. Every door that you come through before now, someone has fought or schemed or found their way through, but until this moment, no one has made their way through this door. And it slowly opens and reveals a cavern that rapidly narrows into a thin hallway going straight into the darkness. And Tercio immediately zips past you and goes, "Come on, guys! Come on, I want to show you my digs."
So is Lexicon's dancing lights still in effect?
No, but he can certainly he can redo them.
Put them up easily enough.
Gideon looks over to Lexicon expectantly.
Oh, yes, light. Yes, I will do that now. Whoop.
Let's go.
And his little balls of light shoot ahead.
Okay.
Hopefully less dying this time. Haha.
You make your way down the hallway, and what you notice is that at first it is totally rough-hewed stone. It is just like the most basic, like the kind that like a goblin would make, tunnel. And as it goes forward, it's literally every single step, it gets more refined, it gets more elegant. There is suddenly like paving stones underneath you. The walls are perfectly even, and they begin to be covered in the most immaculate porcelain tile. And then it finally comes to a simple wooden door. And a little sign hangs above it. And it is... does anyone speak Infernal?
Does Tercio?
Tercio does, yeah, of course he does.
Gideon speaks deep speech. That's less commonly applicable.
Yeah, it's true, but it is the one you speak. Yeah. What would y'all like to do?
Is this your house?
Yeah, this is where I live. I can't wait to show you.
What's the sign say, Mr. Tercio?
It says, "Enter freely and unafraid."
Insight check.
Insight check.
You don't believe me? I'm wounded. Okay.
Oh, no. Lexicon has no clue.
That is a nat 20 for
Ooh.
a total of 21.
He sees you, like, scoping him out, and he flies up again right in your face, and he goes, "What's the matter? Don't you trust me?" And you think that he is telling the truth. You think that he is telling you exactly. You don't know a lot about devils. It's not something that came up a lot among your people. But the one thing that in general, devils don't lie. And you think he's telling the truth.
Okay.
At least not bald-faced lies.
Exactly.
Yeah, obfuscation's a whole other thing.
Yep,
We're getting to know you, and it's nice to meet such an honest person.
I am nothing if not what you just said.
So it said, enter freely and unafraid.
Uh-huh.
Speak, friend, and enter.
What, did you pick it up from Heat and Hellfire, Home Goods for Demons?
I didn't make it.
So Mr. Tercio, after we enter freely and unafraid, should we be afraid of not being free?
Oh, no. There's no nothing's gonna jump out and get you or anything like that.
Huh. Wow.
Have you been here recently?
Yeah, I live here.
How do you get here? The door didn't...
Well, I can get in here. It's just nobody else can.
Huh. Gideon looks back to his compatriots.
The door is not locked, by the way. It's just a simple wooden door.
Raises his eyebrows like, huh?
Lexicon shrugs.
Why not?
Okay then, friend Tercio. Let's see your digs.
All right, Gideon, let's go. He goes, I can't open the door.
He opens the door.
Okay, and the evil that no, I'm just kidding. You open the door and you are all struck with a smell, a scent. It is. So what I want to know is which of you have been to a library.
Jack has been to several libraries in the Sunset area and on his journey to this place. He is all about the knowledge.
Mm-hmm. And they have the gnomes love their libraries and knowledge. And you remember going through them. And Lexicon, you don't remember going to
he
a
doesn't
library.
remember ever being in a library, but the smell is very comforting and familiar for some reason.
Yes, it has often been said that that smell is a key to memory, and you have smelled this before. You also just discovered that you can smell things. You hadn't really thought it. You actually, of course, you've been smelling things the whole time, but until this moment, you had not thought about it. As you're learning about this body, you're like, oh yeah, I can smell things. And you all are just struck with the comforting smell of countless books and scrolls, especially scrolls. As you step into the space, it opens up before you, hundreds of feet long. You actually can't see easily the other side, but it's also because it's like, a structure, like it's built into this cavernous place. But everywhere that your eye can see are shelving. And while there are many, perhaps thousands of books, what there are primarily are scrolls. Countless, one after the other, thousands, perhaps millions of scrolls. All neatly organized and placed just so on shelves, neatly scripted, labeled, each shelf labeled in Infernal. And that's when you hear a voice saying, "Welcome, welcome one and all. I greet you to my home. I am the Archivist." And that's where we'll end! Chafing Armor, episode 11. Great job, everybody!
Woo!
Yay!
Yippee!
Gideon, I thought you were going to die.
I did too.
Yeah, I think we all did.
too.
Yeah, you really were close to dying. I absolutely was my thought was that the acid was going to cause it to struggle a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do more damage to it with the acid, by the way. So anyway,
Dead now.
I'm glad you survived the Water Weird. It is a great name, by the way. It's just such a classic D&D name. But he was totally homebrewed. So anything you've read about them was not 100%. But I cannot wait for y'all to see what happens next. This is something I've been planning out for quite some time, so I'm really looking forward to it. If y'all would like to see what's going on with us, you can go over to patreon.com/chafingarmor, where you can see extras and videos and cosplays and tutorials and just all kinds of fun. And it's a great way to support us. And it's a great way to keep us from having to charge you $10 million per episode. But if you would like to give us $10 million per episode, we will not stop you.
Yes, please.
But have a great night, everybody.
You too.
Happy dungeon crawling.
And until next time, we will scratch your itch for Dungeons and Dragons.